Right, I've got a size 14 Esmond Jury treble hook in silver by Vineyard, and I've been talking to a friend of mine today who knows a bit about cameras, and he's told us how to set the camera up. So hopefully this video looks like it's in a bit of a better focus than the last one I done, even though it's a smaller hook. Not the best on the trebles, as you can probably see, but I think they're a good challenge. Wind the thread run at the back to make the tag, but you're to weave in and out of the points. And then on the last one, hold on a minute, I'm going to go and run that hook, but I'm going to cut in, tie the tag in, come over the top, back over the top of it. I'm going to take it all the way down, keep it straight on the top. I would normally put it and return it on that side, but I'm going to keep it on my side here. So you can see better. So you're getting the finished end of the neat end of the fly, hopefully. It's not a complicated fly, this one. Get the thread all the way back down, tight up to the tag, come back up a couple of turns. May put a little bit of wax on, like, back up a couple of turns before I put in the holographic tinsel. That was a Vineyard's Uni French oval silver in small. This is a holographic silver tinsel. It's in large, this. So tie it on the side, length of the body. Wind it in. All the way down to the front. Fold the tinsel over. See if you're going to get the full coverage underneath. Got to cover the red, is it? If we've been lucky enough. I think we've gotten away with it. Aye. It might slip when you're pulling it tight, I like, and show a bit of red at the back. It shouldn't either. If it does, it's not the end of the world, like. If you're that bothered, you might want to use like white thread or something. But I'm not fussy. Especially when I'm just tying flies for fun, like for myself. It's when I'm tying other people's flies I seem to get fussy, like. Right, secure that in. And then scissors. Tight as you can get that. It's not a major issue again, because you can just tie it in on the head. And I've got any tail material to tie in, yeah, so I'll just start straight away with the pattern I'm going to follow around up the hook on my oval Uni French silver. Keep it on a slight angle forward, I like my ribs. The last one, come over the top, keep the thread tight, wrap it back a couple of times, right in with some sharp fine point scissors, tight as you can get it. Bit of wax, tidy this up, give it all a bit of security, nice tight turns. Right, that looks canny, that. I like to get my underside on this fly. I haven't actually said what kind of fly it is, because I don't know what kind of fly it is I'm tying. It's kind of, it might have been tied before, like probably has many times, but it's a very small variation tied based on like a posh tosh. It's just fluorescent yellow chartreuse throat and a black wing, Arctic runner wing. But for the throat I'm putting in a chartreuse American hen hackle fibres pulled off of here. Pull them off, bunch them up, and then offer them up to the throat. I like to come so my fibres are just coming into the bend of the hook for the throat. Nip either side with your finger and your thumb, going over the top loosely, taking it down, twist your fibres back to keep them centred. Second turn, taking it up. Right, and look, that's a little bit too long, so I'll keep my thread secure by giving it a bit of weight underneath, pull it down gently, and I'll pull them forward a little bit. Flatten them off like that. Right, that looks spot on, that. Good. Tighten with the scissors. Fine tip, micro tip scissors from Vineyards. These are brilliant. Missed that one there. Right, tend to see it opens up when you do that. But just nip it back in either side. Square them back in. Alright, lovely. Touch of the old super glue, tiniest amount, tiny. Not much at all. It's got plenty of thread on, plenty of wax on that thread. So I put a couple of turns on that. Wind back. Wind back. Is that sitting right now? Can't see on that side. Seems to be sitting nice enough for me, that like. Bit more wax on the thread. Arctic runner. Again, try and get as much as you need for the job. Didn't pull big clumps off like. Arctic runner here. If you can see. I don't think you can see very well. Thin it a little bit. Anyway, take the guard hairs off. Now, I like mine to have sort of a profile where it's shorter hairs underneath, and running slightly up to the longer hairs on the top. Couple off there. Wet it a bit. You can see what the profile is going to be like a bit, but that looks alright, that. A bit too much there, like, never mind. Place it on top, loose turn round, nip it in either side. If you want to have a look on top of your fly to make sure it's all centralised, you see. A couple of loose fibres coming down the side there. That's what I didn't like to see. Anyway, a couple of turns on there. Tighten that up. Cut it back. Super glue. Nice and easy pattern this, like. The flash in it. You have plenty of flash in the body. You don't need any strands of flash putting in a bit extra. It's like a low water kind of fly, clear water, low water. If they're gonna see that, you know, they'll see out. So, you don't need to put any extra jars on that. Right, there's a couple of loose fibres hanging down the side there. See that? I'm not happy. Twist them up, line it up. This is pretty basic pattern, this, to be fair with you. I didn't like putting too many thread turns on once I've got my throat and my wing on, because I like to put the jungle cock in, which takes a few turns, and it all adds to the head's size, and you want to keep your head sizes as small as you can on these flies. Right, jungle cock, tiny little fibres, you'll see them in a second. Offer it up best you can. Hold it in place with your finger and your fingertip. It's twisted, see. This does happen, like. I tell you what, it's better happening on the video so people can see how it does go when it goes wrong. So I'll secure that one in there. Do the same on the other side, just loosely, because you really want it to be oh crap, that one's falling off. Nightmare. Not the best of videos when you start doing stuff like that. Tiny, man, these are tiny, these though, like absolutely tiny. But I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll put an extra turn in so it doesn't fall out. You try to keep the head sizes down as much as you can by keeping the thread turns to a minimum. Things that end up happening, like because these are like kind of, in my opinion, low water flies, like gentle presentation, you know, and skitsy fish really. You don't want to be having a big massive napper on it if you've got a right delicate little fly. Couple of turns to secure that one in. So look, I'll show you both sides coming in. That one needs to go up a little bit. When I dress a treble, I just like my jungle cock going up ever so slightly past parallel with a shank on the hook. So the tips are pointing just towards the bend of the where the hook starts to bend. I don't like them going right up into the sky, my jungle cock eyes, like what they do when they've got a full wound hackle on. Like I like dressing my trebles like that. I don't know why, they just look a bit better the way the treble dresses, in my opinion. Right, fold these back with your fingernails, give it a good sharp turn back. As I said on my first video, good sharp turn back at the base. You can use your fingers like this, but on trebles and that you sometimes get poked. I've got a small pair of tweezers what I like to use, which come in handy for holding them back like that. My lass's beauty kit. That head is a bit long for my likings on that fly. I'll put a little bit of wax on it, a touch of wax. I might go back doing it, build it up a touch. That'll be alright. See, with this red thread now, doesn't colour up very well when you've got the wax on it. It sort of dulls down, so you've got to put a bit of a base of wax on, a base of thread on top that's sort of not as heavily waxed, so you get a bit of colour coming through off the thread. But when you haven't got as much wax on, it'll start to slip, so it's a very fine balance in my opinion. Like I'm ready for the whip finish on that, like simple fly to tie, nice and easy. Just took a little while, like, because metabolics of the jungle cock and whatnot. Whip finish on that. Again, these rotary vices are fantastic for tying. I like to use my nails to push the thread, just tighten that thread up. And then if there's any wax residue on at the end, I give it a bit of spin with my fingers, clear it off. And that looks alright, that. You can see that the runner's dried out a bit now. Start to see where it's going to lie. You're never going to get it perfect on these little things, like. Try your best. It is a size 14 after all. It's a small hook, that, like. Probably as low as I would go on, really, that, like, for fishing on the bits of water as I fish on, like. Don't think you need much smaller than that. You know, bit super glue all the way around. Gives it a nice strong finish. And it dries nice and hard and clear. That Loctite super glue. A little Loctite. That's been a lot better in focus on the fly, that video this time. Don't think it's been as clear on the... Actually, I tell you what, I'm forgetting to cut the jungle cock stalks off as I do. It's the smell. Twat. I tell you what, I would just leave them in, you know. If I was fishing for myself, this fly, which I am actually, but yeah, we'll manage to get it out with the tweezers. Pulled them up there. That side now. Oh Christ! That one's come out now. There you are. Christ, made hard work of that. There you are. Little size 14 treble, sort of a posh tosh type salmon fly. Thanks for watching.